You probably know how a fuel-powered car starts. You turn the ignition on, the battery powers the starter, an electric motor that spins the engine. Once the engine starts working on itself, burning fuel, the starter goes off. From then on, the engine works, doing all the job of getting you to your destination. If your car with manual transmission runs out of gas, you still can drive it using the starter, but only for a few hundred yards at most. Then the battery dies and the car stops. After this, you won't be able to restart it, even when you get the fuel, because the battery is dead, remember? Ladies, in this metaphor, your attractiveness, your physical appearance is the starter. God created it for relationships to happen at all. Without it, we would get extinct like dinosaurs. But just like you can't drive a fuel-powered car on a battery, no relationships can exist only on your beauty, your physical attractiveness. Expanding our metaphor, the engine is your inner feminine qualities. They propel the car, your relationships, for as long as you want. Only your qualities can retain your partner by your side for life. I'm talking about our true qualities, those that turn a girl into a woman and a boy into a man. I will mention them later. Simply attracting a partner is not enough. At some point, the engine of your relationships, your inner feminine qualities, has to take over. As for the physical attractiveness, it doesn't last long, usually several months, at most about 1 year. Then your physical appeal fades off in the eyes of your partner. If there are no inner feminine qualities to take over, nothing holds you together anymore, and you two break up. Worse, if you two have acquired something external that bonds you together, common possessions, kids, mortgage, or plain laziness and the fear of changes. Then you stay together, hating each other, cheating on each other, hoping to meet someone else better. But with someone else, there will be exactly the same scenario. There is only one option to have lifelong happy relationships, doing it the right way from the beginning. Then you get everything. And this everything is far more than what you hoped for initially. Why settle for less when you can get everything? We live in a highly superficial world. Nearly all our values are based on the external factors and attributes. Everything you hear today about relationships speaks of attracting the partner, nothing about holding him by your side. In part because the ugly in all senses beauty industry needs you to spend money on it, as much and as long as possible. Once you are in happy relationships, the industry loses you as a client forever. They are scared of it, so they keep fooling you. Try this remedy, and now this remedy, and one more, and more. Remember the last beauty remedy you bought, be it a new mascara, a new fashion dress, or a new weight loss program? Remember the ad about it. I'm sure it said something like, "At last, the ultimate remedy that finally works." But only a few weeks or months passed by, and the new ultimate remedy is out on the market already. And a few more months later, there will be another one. It never stops because their remedies don't work, and they know it. Deep down, you know it too, but you keep hoping maybe this time it will work. Yet new generations of paying customers keep growing up and entering the pool of their clients. By the way, most psychologists do exactly the same to keep you forever in the pool of their paying clients. How does it feel to be constantly deceived? Sorry, I digress. The way they destroy health and lives of millions of women makes me really mad. Nearly any teenage girl hopes to meet a rich man who will make her wealthy, which is also supposed to make her happy, according to some weird reasoning. Some actually meet rich men. But by the time this girl realizes that her beauty is not enough to retain him, the man is already into another girl, younger and more beautiful. Don't blame him. It was you who was looking for and found a man attracted by the external beauty. If you are not totally brainwashed by the system, you don't maintain this illusion. But then you might fall into the opposite extreme, become cynical, hoping to enjoy the ride anyway while staying single. But if you are really wise, you will adopt a different approach. Then you can actually have loving, harmonious relationships for a lifetime with the same partner. As a bonus, if your relationships were built properly, you will also get wealthy. For this, you have to deploy your most deadly weapon, your inherent feminine qualities. This might be hard to believe, but some boys eventually grow up and become men. Then we don't look only at your beautiful face and body anymore. We start to value your true feminine qualities. Attracting a man is easy. The nature does most of the job for you. But retaining him by your side takes more than a pretty face. Ladies, good news. You have all your feminine qualities in you already. And you can easily deploy these qualities if you haven't destroyed them by working on yourself. Since we talk about the real feminine qualities, let's see what they are. Because there are way too many made-up theories about it. Imagine a man ready to get into a fight. His eyes are red, his fists are clenched, the whole body tensed up. Suddenly, his wife comes over and says, "Dear, don't, leave him alone, let's go." This episode shows both male and female qualities and how we complement each other. If a man can be tough, sharp, straightforward, and uncompromising, then a woman is tolerant, gentle, both externally and internally, in movements, in thoughts, in character, able to smoothen things up. A man has a solar energy. It warms and illuminates everything around him. But it can also burn everything down if there is too much of it. Whereas the feminine energy is lunar, soft, calming, cooling the solar heat. Even the moonlight is softer, not as harsh as the sun. But the moon shines at night, reflecting the sunlight. This is a very deep symbol of harmonious relationships. This lunar energy manifests itself as more subtle aspect of femininity. Mystery, intrigue, enigma, flirtation, play, and chastity, fidelity to your man, which is, by the way, the only way a woman can accumulate her feminine power. The feminine element is water, soft, all-pervasive, yet unobtrusive. With her caution, wisdom, and sensitivity, a woman softens man's actions and character so he wouldn't make a mess or get into troubles. A real woman feels her man. She knows when to give in, when to give an advice, but also when to throw a tantrum. This is also needed once in a while. Among other feminine qualities are emotionality, empathy, the ability to inspire, even to pity when necessary. Also, tenderness, kindness, affection, the ability to support, to encourage, to inspire, creates the comfort. A wise woman always controls her husband and her family, but she does it subtly, leaving to her man the illusion of leadership. An ancient metaphor says that a man is the head, while a woman is the neck. The head attracts attention, makes serious faces, says something smart, gives orders, but always looks where the neck is turned. A wise woman does not fight for the external equality with a man. She lovingly, without selfishness, helps her man develop and apply his masculine qualities. Leadership, responsibility, courage, generosity. If you noticed, there wasn't a word about the external beauty. That was intentional. Also, the ability to always be beautiful for your man is an essential part of femininity. Any girl inherently has in her all these qualities. All she needs to do is preserve them until she grows up. But all this masculine lifestyle we have today destroys your feminine qualities. Going to gym, making a career, earning the living and doing everything herself, a woman progressively kills her femininity. This deprives you of the opportunity to keep your man by your side at any moment in the future when you meet him. Why would you do it to yourself? This is when you need a real knowledge on how to retain your feminine qualities and how to retain your man by your side. Listening to nearly all traditional psychologists, you will be losing your femininity even faster. Listen for a change to someone who knows the truth. Me, for example. or someone else who is also proficient in both the modern psychology and the timeless ancient knowledge about our never-changing nature. To someone who can merge them for fast, easy and permanent results. How fast and easy depends on how long you were going the wrong directions and on how strong you will resist the God's plan for you. I've been studying the true laws of relationships for decades and applying them to my own life and to my clients, hundreds of them. And I can help you too, if you are serious about your life and your relationships. Of course, if you believe that your case is different, that unlike countless billions of women who walked on this planet since the dawn of time, you find a hack to fool God and nature, good luck. But for those who have grown up already, ask me what bugs you. Here or drop by at my free webinar on Saturday mornings. You will be surprised to see how simple the answer can be if you don't complicate things.